Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming an empties. Yay! It's my first empties since I moved, and I think I've done pretty good. So I've been keeping these in my Beautylish Lucky Bag box because I didn't really have anywhere else to put them. It's not full, but it's full enough. So let's get into it. I have the Pixi Glow Tonic Exfoliating Toner here. This is a 5% glycolic with aloe vera and ginseng. Used to love this. Loved it. It was probably like, it was my gateway to exfoliating toners. I didn't really have any exfoliating toners kicking around. So I pulled one of these out of my little like samples box that I use for traveling, and I was using it. I don't think I love it as much as I used to. I have another one of these, which I think I might pull out and start using because I've kind of been going without like a exfoliating toner, and it's my favorite way to stay on top of like the, you know, nice soft skin. So yeah, I think I'll pull it out, I'll use it, and I think this one might be crossed off my purchase in the future list just because I didn't really, I don't know, it wasn't as good as I remember. Maybe it's also because my skin is like 10 years older. That could be a thing. Lush Berry Berry Christmas. I had this in my project pan and I finished it up. Not a huge fan of the scent of this, but I do like the formula of Lush shower gels. I am trying to work through more of my Lush stash. Hoard. I'm calling it a hoard. Wouldn't buy this one again because I'm not a fan of the scent, but would buy Lush shower gels. Definitely. Okay, let's see what we have. I've got Etude House Ginko Lip Area Patch. This was fine. Didn't really do anything though. I was kind of hoping it would help with like softening up the fine lines and the, you know, deep smile lines that I have. But it didn't really. I think what I did like about this is it's a gel on one side and then like a cloth finish on the other side. So it's kind of like one of those dry hydrogel masks. If you've used one before, you'll know what I mean. I don't really know how to describe it in any other way that it's like hydrogel on one side and then cloth on the other, but it feels kind of dry to the touch. Yeah, I wouldn't buy these again, but it was fine and I used it up. All of these sheet masks I also wouldn't bother buying again. I'd buy like a new brand to try out. I've got the Pure Smile Platinum Foil Pack. This is kind of cool. Again, hydrogel, but a bit more wet. And one side actually has like a foil finish. So this one was like a silvery color. Platinum. Mizon firming mask. I don't think it firmed anything, but that's okay. Moving right along. Dr. Lewinn's collagen firming face mask also didn't firm much, and there is stuff to be firmed. There definitely is. So, you know, if it was super effective, I would know about it. And this one from Moly is a hyaluronic mask sheet, a hydrating mask sheet. Again, this was fine. Just I only use sheet masks to help like hydrate my skin. Okay, shampoo. I have conditioner, shampoo. Momo from Davines. These are just some minis. I have the shampoo and the conditioner. It's a moisturizing conditioner for dry or dehydrated hair. Fine, not my absolute favorite. I like the Minu. I think it's Minu. From this line, which I have in big giant salon bottles, but Momo I wouldn't purchase again. I also have the Davines NaturalTech Renewing Shampoo. This is really good if you want something for hair longevity. It definitely works. This is probably one of the most effective lines that I've used for like retaining or growing hair. If you check out the Davines like range for, they've got a line for retention and a line for growth, like encouraging growth. super effective, really enjoy them. I would consider buying this again. I'd probably look to see what else is in the range that like similar lines to this, to see if there was something else that I wanted to try out first so I could sort of compare. But yeah, really enjoyed this, recommend it, love Davines as a brand, and will probably always use them. Another hair product that I have is this. It's from Nila. This is the Cool Cream Color Refresh. It's a non-permanent color mask. I had to use this whole tub to tone my hair, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It smells divine. I think it smells divine. It's kind of coconutty and floral, smells summery. Also, really nice thing about this is because it's like a cream mask, it really hydrates the hair. So when you wash it out, your hair feels so silky. And it's made me think like I need to find, I was going to say I need to buy. I don't need to buy. I've got plenty kicking around in boxes somewhere, like a cream sort of hydrating product to leave in the hair, because there's a lot of chlorine in the water here, so it makes my hair a bit dry, I suppose. But yeah, I love this. I would definitely buy it again, but I would probably buy it in like the bigger bottles. It comes with a pump, and would try different colors from the range as well. So there you go. Okay, Good Molecules. This is the Rosewater Daily Cleansing Gel. I quite like this. What I didn't love about it was when it got down towards the end, it was kind of hard to get product out. Like it wasn't pumping all that well. So what I did was I like laid it upside down, and then I filled up a little like sample bottle that I have in the shower. I did like it. If I needed a cleanser and I wanted something that I knew I already liked and I was, you know, on a budget, I'd pick this up again for sure. Wouldn't have a problem with that. Another cleanser, this is the MaxClinic Hyaluron Vita Oil Foam. This is just like a gel cleanser basically. I really enjoyed this and I would buy it again. I also love that it has like an airless pump that like pushes the product up. Very satisfying. Really enjoyed that. Nice, like gentle but effective cleanser. I have some SPF products here. Is that all of them? Yes, I think so. Tan Coconut Lotion SPF 15, and I have the Ultraviolet Queen Screen Lightweight Skin Screen. Love both of these, would buy them both again. I have a hand cream from Glasshouse. This is a Casablanca one. Didn't love this. When you initially put it on, it feels like it's hydrating and that's all good. But then like you wash your hands after you go to the bathroom or whatever, and my skin felt dry again. So not like, I didn't feel like it was actually effectively hydrating my skin, which was a shame. Mecca Cosmetica Makeup Perfecting Mist. This was actually, it had, what did it have in it? Linda Hallberg H2O Glow. I don't mind the Mecca one. Probably wouldn't buy it again, mostly because I already have a lifetime supply of face mists. And the Linda Hallberg one, I really like that as like if you wanted to create a wet looking highlight without using like a gloss or something like that. Highly recommend that Linda Hallberg H2, is it H2 Glow or H2O Glow? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, done. This is from Lacome. It's the Advanced Génifique Yeux, whatever. It's the eye serum, eye illuminator, youth activating concentrate. Really love this. I've gone through a few bottles in my time. I like to use this when I start to get those like sort of sunken looking eye bags. This helps to like plump everything up. I kind of miss having this, but I am trying to also focus on some other eye products that I have. I will definitely repurchase this. I'm just not doing it right now but this is 100% will be repurchased in the future. It's like a holy grail product for me, and it lasts ages. Excellent. This is the Sunday Riley Luna Sleeping Retinol Oil. No, sorry, Sleeping Night Oil. This has blue tansy and retinol in it. I really enjoyed this. Blue tansy, I really respond very well to it. Seems to be really good for reducing redness. And my skin is like, yeah, I get on board with that. The retinol factor of this is also really nice. It's in an oil base, so it's quite gentle on the skin, but also effective. I would consider buying this again in the future, but I have a bunch of retinol products. So I think what I'm going to do is keep going with the retinol products that I have, but a blue tansy oil or serum or whatever is like on my wish list. So, and I'm not buying any products at the moment, but if you know of a really good effective blue tansy product, let me know, because I'm all ears. I have the Dear Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Cream. This is a very, very hydrating, like gentle, if you've got sad skin or irritated skin, moisturizer. I would 100% buy this again in the future. It's not my first rodeo with this. I think I've used up maybe 2. This might be my 3rd tube, and I loved it. I have a powder here from CanMake. I feel like I have another makeup empty, but I think it's in my makeup bag, so I'll have to go fucking find it. Anyway, I'll save it for the next video. This was a like oil blotting setting powder, and it was in my project pan. You might be able to see little bits here. It like the last of it like crushed, and I'm not fighting for it. It was fine, and I don't know if you can still get this one, but I know like CanMake, at least in Melbourne, I could find it in a few stores. I have enjoyed many of the things that I've tried from CanMake, so it's a brand that I would buy from again if I found something that like tickled my fancy. But I wouldn't buy this just because it was a little bit too drying for my skin. And I just, yeah, I'm looking for something a little bit different, I think. The rest is going to be samples, so let's do like some skincare bits real quick. Skin and body. Jo Love's Pomelo Bath and Shower Gel. This is nice, and I love the idea of like, you know, Jo Malone or Jo Love's, and it makes me feel really luxe, and it feels like such a treat, but I need my body wash to be a bit more foamy than this is. I definitely felt like this still cleaned me effectively. Like I didn't get out feeling gross, but I need more suds. And also because it doesn't get sudsy, it doesn't really break down sunscreen all that well. So when I was covered in sunscreen from head to toe, I felt like I wasn't really getting the clean that I needed. But if I'm not wearing sunscreen, then it's fine. But for that reason, I wouldn't buy it again. If I got it in another like little advent calendar or something like that, I'd be very excited. I'd use it. I'd love it. Everything would be fine. I'm really glad that I got to try this. I was going to say, I'm glad I got to try something from the brand, but I also have a candle from Jo Love's, which I think I got in last year's advent calendar. So, you know, enjoyed it. Wouldn't buy it though. I also had the Trilogy Rosehip Oil Antioxidant Plus, like little mini oil. This is lovely. I love it. I ended up buying it in a full size last year because my skin was freaking out and I didn't have an oil while I was traveling. So I've got this kicking around and I will definitely use it. I'm sure in the future there will come a time when I want to purchase it again as well. I also have the Sampa So Much To Do Midnight Mask. This is really nice, very hydrating, great stuff. I would buy that. Quarterly Radiance Serum. didn't care for it really. Like, take it or leave it, wouldn't buy it. If I got it as a sample, I'd use it, but yeah. And then there's the Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly. Again, I liked it enough when I was using it, but I wouldn't buy it. I would be more inclined to buy something else that I've already tried and I know that I love, or I'd try something completely new. But if I ended up with more samples, and I think I still have a few samples of this, I would use it. The rest are fragrance samples, and I've got a few. They're in my project pan. Carolina Herrera Good Girl, really like that. I probably wouldn't buy it in full size though. I had the Diptyque Eau Capitale. Not really a fan of Diptyque perfumes, not gonna lie. They are too busy for me, and they make me feel headachy, so I wouldn't buy it. Narciso Rodriguez Narciso, this is nice, but not my fave, wouldn't buy it. Happy to use like the little sample, but I don't want it in a full size. And then I have two from Floral Street. What have I got here? I've got Black Lotus and London Poppy. Neither of those I would buy either. I have one from Goldfields and Banks. It's Sunset Hour. This one I really liked the initial scent, and I like it. Like, okay, so the initial scent when I spray it on myself is quite fresh and nice, but I bring out some like kind of really woody masculine scent in this that I don't really like. But when I spray it on myself and then like I leave the room and then come back into the room, mostly what I smell is that really like fresh light notes, and I love that. But because my body chemistry brings out something I don't like, I wouldn't buy it. And then I have three from Glasshouse. I've got Flower Symphony, Kyoto in Bloom, and Forever Florence. I wouldn't buy any of those. They're just not my faves. I don't want to wear them as a perfume. And finally, I have some things that I am decluttering. So I've got a couple of things that were in my project pan. The Shiseido Synchro Skin concealer, self-refreshing concealer. I just didn't really love it. I remember when I first got this and tried it, I really enjoyed it. Had oily skin. It just sat really nicely on my skin. Now it doesn't. It accentuates dryness, and I've got a lot of dryness at the moment. My skin's very dry. The weather is changing here and my skin doesn't like it, so it is what it is. Also, the coverage just isn't really all that great. It does the same thing as what my foundation does, so I just don't see the point. When I'm layering it under or over my foundation, all I'm doing is adding thickness to my base, which is not great for when you're trying to like disguise fine lines or deep lines. So this has got to go. Thursday Plantation Macadamia Daily Body Oil. I don't like the scent of this, and I feel like it doesn't really like sink into my skin. It just sits on my skin until it's rubbed off by clothing or my bed sheets or somebody else. And also, like, my dog will rub up against me and her hair will stick to it. Yuck. I'm also getting rid of the Ultraviolet Clean Screen, simply because it expired in March and I was like, I missed the boat. I had to finish it up and I did not. Yeah, there was still quite a bit in there as well, which is a shame. Dr. Jart, this is a firming sleeping mask. Didn't really like this. It feels like it's firming, but I think that's because it's sucking the moisture out of my skin. I was layering it with a really hydrating moisturizer, but it was still, you know, I'd wake up in the morning and my skin was just so dry and uncomfortable, and that looks terrible all the time. So I don't want to use it. I'm not going to use it. I'm getting rid of it. Then I have this. This is a Dr. Levy Pollution Shield skincare finisher. So This oh god, I got this in the advent calendar that I had at the end of last year. Packaging is really cool. It's like, you know, one of these squeezy dudes. It's very silicone-y. It's got like stickiness to it. It's kind of gross. Now it's on my hand. I need tissue. It is like completely clear, which is great. And when you like fully massage it in, it has, you know, a matte finish. It's very silicone heavy product. So if you've used like silicone primers or anything like that, then you know what the consistency is like. Although it's a little bit different to that. It's not 100% like a silicone primer, but it gives you that finish. So this is supposed to essentially shield you from pollution. So it says it has a pollution 5 protection factors, 5 PF trademarked. So it, when you look at the packaging, you could very, very easily think that they're talking about SPF, but it's PF. So they say it protects from urban pollution, ozone, household chemicals, infrared and blue light. And honestly, I think it is like, I think it's fear mongering. I think it's bullshit. I haven't done a deep dive on the ingredients, and I'm not going to because I don't really care all that much, but protecting against like blue light and infrared, like, oh god, household chemicals, like, oh god, I don't know. Anyway, let's leave it there. If you're curious, you can go and check out the ingredients if you want, but I am not interested. I'm just not going to use it, and I'm going to get rid of it and not just have extra stuff in my life that I don't care about and I think is bullshit. So that's it. That's it for my empties. I will be back when I have more empties. But until then, I'm going to go recycle these, and then I'm going to go film something else. So I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave your comments down below if you do know anything about this. If you know any like actual science, like if there's science-backed evidence that, you know, this does something, or that you can protect from blue light. Does blue light even do damage? Have they even proved that it does significant damage yet? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.